Thank you very much. You can all sit down. My name is Mamiki Kabate, MEC for Social Development in the Free State. I am going to be your program director today, and I wish to just do that, direct the program and not be an MC. We would start by calling God and our ancestors by singing the national anthem. Can we have a national anthem? Let's all stand. Kupabon tate kaofela dikatiba ditlohe hlohong. Haribina pina ya rona ya setjhaba. Khwaere ya rona e teng kapa re ipinele? Khwaere e teng? Okay. Africa, Malupanisu, Ponorayo, Israeli Tana, Soyetu, Osi, Sigelela, China, Nusaporayo, Urela Uluka, Sichama Saesu, Thank you very much. We may all be seated. We are welcoming you today. We are happy that you are here, and we are happy that our mighty God has given us a fine weather for the day. Let me outline the program for you in case you don't have copies of the programs. Our military veterans. The program for the day. We have already sung the national anthem. We are having 3 sessions. The first session of the program, we will have a welcoming address by the Executive Mayor, Ntate Mxolisi Sionzana. After he has welcomed us in his metro municipality, we will have a presentation of the credentials of this meeting by the Secretariat. That will be followed by opening, welcome, and by our Premier, and she will immediately introduce our Excellency, our Deputy President of the Republic of South Africa. I'm not going to mention his name. The Premier will do the work. And then we will have a keynote address by the main speaker of the day who has visited you today to talk to you, but also to listen to you as you speak to him. We will have that time. And then we will be having a section B of the program. At that time, I'm going to request the cooperation of the media. This would be a closed session. We would release the media to please go out, and then we will have a presentation by the technical task team on military veterans. It will be done by DG Mbolweni, followed by a presentation by the province, by Dr. Mafule, who is in the office of the Premier. The DG is not with us today. He has a bereavement. That will be followed by database verification, cleansing and enhancement of the work streams, which will be done by Major General Mashwala. That will be followed by heritage, memorialization, and burial support work stream. That will be done by Mr. V. Ndima. And then for this second session, the last item will be interactive session with the military veterans, where you will now be given an opportunity to talk and interact with the Deputy President. Then we'll have the last session. The last session will be commenced by the provincial task team, which will be led by our own Deputy President. And then the last part will be guided then in terms of the way forward, because we have come to a closure by the chairperson. That would be the proceedings for the day today. Now we are starting with our program. I am calling forward the Executive Mayor of Mangaung Metro Municipality, Executive Mayor Nkolisi Sionzana. Haruso Amuhele Hauso Buin Dade, you can come to the podium and talk.
Thank you very much, Program Director. The Deputy President of the Republic of South Africa, Honorable David Mabuza. The Deputy Minister, Honorable Tabang Makwetla. The Premier of the Free State, Honorable Sefuran Tombela. MECs which are present here, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. Today marks an important entry into the calendar of our country, and I wish to take this opportunity to accept with both hands the visit by the task team on military veterans, just a day after the commemorating Africa Day on the 25th of May 2022. It is also a benefiting entry since the month of May is commemorated as the Workers' Month. I stand before this august gathering, certain that the ground that is hosting this gathering today is most appropriate, because It represents a place where our military veterans have plied their trade with aplomb in service to their country before they retire. I am also proud that our city of Mangaung is home to one of the military facilities that are fully geared towards consolidating our sovereignty. Deputy President, as the task team on military veterans goes about discharging its mandate in line with its terms of reference, we know that the end product and the recommendation will reflect the good service that our military veterans have rendered towards their beloved country over the years. It is for this reason that we welcome this delegation with warm and open arms, because their task is so valuable to the well-being of our military veterans. Our military veteran remains an integral part of our national military arsenal, even in retirement, and what better way to honor them that allow them all the privileges and opportunities befitting of the saint. In welcoming and hosting this visit today, this our minimal contribution as Mangaung that we hope will steer the task team to arrive at a valuable conclusion. But importantly, its work should translate into the improved conditions and well-being of this national asset. With these few words, and on behalf of the people of Mangaung, I wish to extend our heartfelt welcome to the President Task Team on Military Veterans, and it is our vested interest and hope that your work will yield positive results. Program Director, the end of my task here represents the beginning of the real work for the Deputy President and the task team, and we wish them well as they go about doing their work. We thank you.
Thank you, Executive Mayor. We now feel welcomed in your metro municipality, Mangaung, a birthplace of the organization which is a ruling party, the ANC. Let me call upon the Secretariat, I'm not giving a name, the Secretariat to give us the credentials of this meeting. Thank you. Okay.
Good morning. His Excellency, the Deputy President of the Republic of South Africa, Mr. David Mabuza. Thank you, Program Director, for this opportunity to present the credentials of this meeting. We have His Excellency, the Deputy President of the Republic of South Africa, who is here in his capacity as the Chairperson of the Presidential Task Team on Military Veterans. In attendance is the Honorable Premier, Ms. Elson Dombela, together with the Honorable Deputy Minister of Defense, Mr. Thabang Makwetla. We also have In attendance, the MEC for Social Development, who is currently our Program Director, the Honorable Ms. M. Kabate. Also in attendance is the Honorable Mayor, Executive Mayor of Mangaung, Councillor Siyos Nzana. We are also in attendance having the Director General of the Department of Military Veteran, Ms. Irene Polwini. In attendance as well, we want to send an apology that we've just received of the Director General, but we also have in attendance the Special Advisor to the Deputy President, General Peho. The very important stakeholder who is in attendance here is the military veterans themselves. As the entourage of the Deputy President was entering the room, we were clearing the last bus, which was at the gate. I'm sure it is already here. That bus will actually make sure that we have a total of 264 military veterans present here. These military veterans, Honorable Deputy President, are drawn from the Botswana Defence Force, the Council for Military Veterans Organization, Azanla, MK Formations, as well as ABLA. Present in this meeting also is the various MECs that come from the province of Free State. We also have the Secretariat. I am not going to mention all the members of the Executive Council who are here, except those ones that are in attendance. Thank you very much.
The credentials that have been put forth. But let me explain maybe the MECs that are in here, so that at that time when you do your presentation and engage, you should know which departments are here. It was the Premier's wish to come with all the MECs, but unfortunately there is also another meeting that is happening. The IPC of the Free State is having an economic summit. Now some of the MECs are at the summit, and I hope that the military veterans was invited also, and that you are having a delegation that has went there also, so that you do not remain behind in terms of addressing economic issues of the Free State and the economic development and the economic well-being of the military veterans. But the MECs that are here with the Premier today is MEC Mkolisi Dukwana, who is the MEC for COPTA and Human Settlement, and also the chairperson of the ANC IPC here in the province. I think you all know that we are being led by an interim structure in our province. The second MEC is MEC Bulwani for Police, Roads and Transport. The third one is MEC Makimahasa for Sports, Arts, Culture and Recreation. The fourth MEC is MEC Monseng for the Department of Health, and the other MEC is MEC Skuli Timbeli Mangisa, who is the MEC for the Department of Agriculture. Myself, I was already introduced as MEC for Social Development. At this moment, I am going to call upon our Premier, Mayor Sisi Ntombela, to welcome us in the Free State, because the Mayor was welcoming us in his municipality, the Metro, and the Premier at the same time will do some remarks and introduce the main speaker for the day, which is our Deputy President, who is the chairperson of the military structure. Premier Mayor Sephora Sisi Ntombela, can you talk to the people? Thank you. Amanda. Thank you, Program Director. Before I can even start to say anything, let me just remind you that I'm working with the committee of SAMVA, of which Ndate Mufokeng was the chair, and Ndate Mufokeng passed on, and now the acting chairperson, Kim Nebu Josie, the deputy chairperson, Ki Ndate Malifezani, the secretary, Ki Ndate Ben Julie, the deputy secretary, Ki Ndate Lenzui, the treasurer, Ki Mempo. Can we just create a moment of silence for Ndate Mufokeng, because Rikala Kobana Ase Alisido, and just to say, may his soul rest in peace. Deputy President Ndate David Mabuza, Executive Mayor, the mayors that are here, because I can see some mayors are here, the Deputy Minister Ndate Tabang, members of the Executive Council that are here, senior government officials, members of military veterans, members of media, ladies and gentlemen, Dumelang. As the Africa Month celebration continues, we take this opportunity to celebrate our military veterans. It is important to acknowledge and celebrate, of course, the brave men and women of our country who have successfully fought the battle against the oppressive and evil apartheid regime. These are men and women who, when faced with the difficulty of life and death, they, without hesitation, choose to fight, knowing well that this could have led to their death. In fact, Baba Mbabona habaso fumani huri bahukai. Baba Mbabona baile balwana impa habaka baba ebona kanane. The scars left by your struggles as veterans will never heal until government and all that are involved unite and work together to prove to the world that our struggle for those who have died and those who remain alive was not in vain. The only revenge we must seek at all costs, with all the power available to us, is to defend our freedom and break down all the walls that stubbornly defending poverty amongst our people. Our military veterans have not been spared. We need to be more aggressive in demonstrating to them that their selfless fight against apartheid was nothing more than a gateway to the shackles of poverty for them and their families. We do not have much time to do that. In fact, time is against us. Let us shy away from intentionally creating opportunities for these heroes. I am not ashamed to say that South Africa owes it to them. Your being here today, comrades, Deputy President and the Deputy Minister, is a great achievement. To put aside differences to show unity in this manner, it's a sign of victory.
It is clear demonstration of a discipline and commitment that drove you for all those years of sacrifice, your own well-being for the greater good of our country. Deputy President, ke a kopa he, ha re potlakise dintho, ha re ba thuseng. DMV, ha e bonahale, ha re emeng ka maoto, re siuwe ke nako. We are what we are because of them. I met with their leadership and I realized that we are the only ones who have the means to assist. I was particularly impressed with the sincere manner in which the leadership provided advice and counsel on many other issues that can assist our province. It is clear to me that an improved relationship between the military veterans and government can only assist us as government. We have to work together with them. And I want to thank the leadership, whole. We have appointed military veterans department coordinators. The coordinators have developed a detailed implementation plan which has been approved by the provincial exco. The Free State government has made it in addressing some of the challenges our military veterans are faced with. We are going to improve their offices, and we have decided we are going to improve it within a month. And we are going to fund some companies owned by the military veterans. Some have already been funded. The Department of Economic, Small Business and Development and Tourism Affairs has employed military veterans in various capacities. We have built houses in Bloemfontein, Kroonstad, Welkom, Sosolbek, and other towns around the provinces. But the problem is the data of military veterans. Because matu amang ang kuwe ke batho ba bang ba isakang ba lwanela ntwa ya tokoloho ba iletsa military veterans. We must have that data. And a bank in the seng tsa bona di tshwanetse di kgutlele batho ba lwanetseng tokoloho. We have taken the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development to support the veterans with land. That we must do. For farming and fresh produce, to establish food gardens that provide agricultural training. Deputy President, we have identified 135 land parcels, and indeed, military veterans, we have already discussed that matter with the committee. To this end, 27 applications from the Presidential Employment Stimulus Package have been approved, and indeed, Huto benefita bona, Libana babona, basa sebetsi. We have also discussed that positions of security from the Department of Health, some of those positions, military veterans must benefit in those security positions. We'll be hosting a special dialogue between military veterans and young people during the Youth Month. In fact, we were supposed to do that activity on the 28th of this month, but we will discuss, and I'm sure we'll do it June. Our young people must understand what does it mean to be a military veteran. They must know what is it that we have done for this country. We will also be meeting with some of the widows. We cannot just leave them there. Something must be done about them. including Lebana Babona. We also plan to have many programs that Hutana, Tabona, and all those things. Remember, we are what we are today because of you. But please, we want to have the real data of military veterans. I will soon appoint in the inner office of the Premier a coordinator, because we don't have a coordinator who will work directly with military veterans, so that we don't lose this momentum and ensure that the intervention that we collectively agreed on is Iritswela Muleni. But we must have somebody interested who the military veterans. Somebody who's going to unite you, not somebody who's going to divide you. Somebody who's going to take care of your needs. Somebody who's going to work seriously that the needs are and it will happen as soon as possible. As a province, we have committed ourselves in lending a helping hand. This will do faster than we previously have. To the veterans, I will say, we will never forget what we have done for our country. At times you might think that we have neglected you and that we no longer care about you. But let me tell you, this will never happen. Not under our watch. We might be having too much on our hands. We might be too strong. But what you have done for this country, it's just amazing. And we want to thank you from the deepest of our heart. And we will never really libal. And together, we will guard your futures and our freedom. We dare not fail you. Deputy President, 2 weeks we received a memorandum, and indeed I went through the memorandum, and the concerns that were there were genuine. And I just hope that those concerns will be addressed, we'll deal with them, we'll assist them, because indeed some of the concerns were genuine. Deputy President and all the leadership present here, you are welcomed. And I know you, Dr. Mabuza, I have been working with you. I have seen how you work. And indeed, it's talking to or how to work. And I know that military veterans, thank you very much. Mo re letsetseng diphoso teng ha ilale mapala re none re hodiseng re bana ba lona re tlo tseba ho thusa ke a leboha. Ke le tsebisa motho e le mo tsebang a tlo bua le lona ha o hlokahale le hore ke mo tsebise. It's one of you. E re ke le tsebise motho wa bohlokwa ya tlileng ho lona ya tlo bua le lona ka jeno ke ntate David Mabuza. Re a mo tseba kaofela ke deputy president wa rona wa country, and I know him, and ke a tseba ha re ntho wa etsa o wa etsa. Ntate Mabuza, bua le setjhaba sa hao. Over to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Mandla, Matimba, all power. Thank you very much. Program Director, Honorable Premier, Mayor Sisin Tombela, Deputy Minister of Defense and Military Veterans, Ntate Tabang Makwetla, all MECs that are in our midst, our DGs, the DG of the Department of Military Veterans, and the DG of the province, all our HODs that are here. Thank you very much for joining us. Our military veterans, good to see your face. How are you? How are you? I'm happy to see you. Ngijabulile ukunibona. Ngijabulile kakhulu. Premier, I'm very honored and privileged. Happy to be amongst yourself and happy to be in the province of the Free State. I take this gathering as a very important gathering where we are going to discuss about the plight of our military veterans. This is a very good opportunity so that we come closer to the issues that affects our military veterans. I'm also encouraged about the people that are here, except the military veterans themselves. I'm happy about the presence of the province, led by the Premier, the Mayor who welcomed us here, the Department of Military Veterans, the Deputy Minister here. This is the best gathering that will serve the best interests of our military veterans. Now, I can confirm, Premier, that the participation of our municipalities is very important. You'll find a way, design a program in the province that will bring together all our municipalities so that they can also participate in the issues that affects our military veterans. You'll be aware that each and every military veteran is from a local municipality. There are local issues, there are local services that must accrue to the military veterans that comes from your municipalities. So the missing link, it would be good that through the Premier's Coordinating Forum we can bring together our municipalities. But more importantly, I'm happy that finally I've found an opportunity to interact with military veterans, to hear for myself how you are doing on a daily basis. I want you to share those experiences with us here. You'll be aware that we've been assigned by the President. This task team has been appointed by the President to look at all issues that affects military veterans. This came about when a few military veterans associations, individuals marched to the office of the President. Then the President decided to constitute this team. In this team, it's myself who's leading the team. I'm with the minister in the presidency, Minister Kungubele. I'm with the Minister of Defense, May Tandimodise. I'm with the Deputy Minister of Defense, Ndate Tabang-Makwetla. We are supported by the Department of Military Veterans. Now, there's a lot of work that we've done, but beyond working in our offices, we've met military veterans. This is the 5th province that I'm visiting. We're making progress. Of course, I'm not happy about the pace that we are taking, the speed at which we are moving, and I'm sure as we go, we're going to pick up the pace. We're going to move a bit faster. And we'll therefore call upon military veterans of all associations to work together with us. And I can assure you there is a clear determination from our side to deal with the issues. We respect, we honor. As a country, we cannot afford to forget the history where we come from. We cannot afford to forget the role that you have played in the liberation of this country. So this task team has accepted this task from the President, and we're determined just to do what the President has sent us to do. We are not going to disappoint the Honorable President. As we do our work as a task team, we are inundated with stories. We hear a lot of stories about your suffering. We know, we hear a lot of stories about the suffering of your dependents, your children, who are supposed to benefit. Please bear with us. We are here, brick by brick, step by step. We are going to resolve your challenges. I must single out the province of the Free State and the Honorable Premier about the work they've done in trying to assist military veterans. Premier, thank you very much for all the steps that you've taken. It's quite encouraging to see the province of the Free State. I heard this in the province of the Eastern Cape. They're also doing very well. The province of Gauteng, they're also doing very well. So, Premier, we want to have a permanent relationship with yourself. The Department of Military Veterans will have a permanent relationship with the Office of the Premier. We are going to work together as we resolve your problem. By talking to the Premier, you are talking to us. You are talking to everyone. We are going to improve our institutional arrangement so that the Department of Military Veterans works together with the province and work together with municipalities. As we plan, municipalities will know what we have planned for military veterans. The province will know and also plan for military veterans as much as the Department of Military Veterans will also plan and work together with our provinces. This is going to happen. The mere fact of us coming here is to cement that relationship, is to try and encourage the Premier to say, work with us. When we were having a briefing session this morning, the Premier was saying, well, we're doing all these things, but remember, Deputy President, it is not our responsibility. It is the responsibility of the Department of Military Veterans. Yes, Premier, I know, I understand. But we still want to encourage you to work with us and put money aside. Continue and build houses for our military veterans. Continue and assist them. Give them bursaries in your office. Continue to assist them when they're ill, they are beneficiaries. Their children must be assisted. We're going to join hands with you to assist our military veterans. The stories that we hear about your sufferings, this cannot be allowed to persist. This cannot be allowed to continue. There are benefits that have been outlined in the Act that are due to you. But this Act, we thought it must be amended so that it includes everything. Now, you must find time and contribute to those amendments and say how this Act should look like, because it is your Act. So these issues, these benefits that are outlined in the Act, we must try very hard to ensure that we deliver these benefits. And even beyond the amendment of the Act, we must try very hard. And I can assure you that we will succeed. It's unfortunate that we have lost some of our cadres, we have lost some of our military veterans in the process, while still trying to improve the services that must accrue to yourself. It is also our duty and our commitment to try and improve the workings of the Department of Military Veterans. The department must try and up its game. Very important. There is no room for us to fail here. We will work with the necessary speed and vigor with all the stakeholders, with all the spheres of government, to ensure that the quality of services that you get from us is of good standard. The Department of Military Veterans will be beefed up and supported to be able to deliver the services that you require. Now, in the task team, we sought to broaden the scope of our work. We have created a number of work streams, which I'm sure the DG of Military Veterans will talk about. But we've just spoken with the Premier that in all those work streams, we are appealing for the participation of the province. The province must be represented. We are talking about work streams that will be looking at your economic issues. The province must participate. We are talking about work streams that will be looking at your health benefits, looking at your housing benefits. The province must participate, so that together we can share notes and we can share resources that will quickly help our military veterans. There's a very important work stream that deals with the verification of all our military veterans. We request that you support this process, because the sooner we get done with the verification, the better for all of us. We want to know how many military veterans are in the Free State Province. And we can only do that, know that, if we allow the verification process to happen. If you are not happy about the verification process, we have created a space for an appeal. We are setting an appeal board so that you get satisfied with the verification process. We want to know how many from your good self are from the statutory forces and how many are from the non-statutory forces. We want to know how many have received benefits and how many have not received these benefits. We want to know how many of your children are receiving the education support or your health support. That we must know. So that when we're lagging behind, we must improve. Those that have not received these benefits must start receiving these benefits. The Premier was talking about a number of you that have received housing. We need to know how many have been housed, how many are still outstanding, so that we can quickly budget for those and be able to help you. Yes, Premier, we must acknowledge the fact that we have received the memorandum that has been sent by your office to us. And I'm happy that there is a process in place that seeks to address these well-articulated grievances in that memorandum. One of the issues raised in the memorandum relates to the welfare of widows and orphans of our military veterans. Incidentally, the Presidential Task Team has also received a letter about this same matter from one of the military veterans. In a typical selfless posture, Ms. Mami Nyate wrote to us about these matters, and Mami also volunteered to give his time and support to the Department of Military Veterans to get these challenges resolved. I want to thank Comrade Mami Nyate, who wrote to us in a very comradely spirit. And I want to assure her that we are going to open our hands, we are going to work with Comrade Mami, and I want Comrade Mami to present herself to the office of the Premier so that he can try and help the process. Some of the issues raised in the memorandum, the office of the Premier is already dealing with some, and some are dealt with by the Department of Military Veterans. As we proceed with all these processes trying to deliver on the services that you should be receiving, we want to request all of you to strengthen your associations, your structures, because I'm aware that the mandate of SANVA, the current structure, has long expired. Am I wrong? No. Manjege, this leadership of SANVA that is currently sitting in office, abangabi ama traditional leaders. A traditional leader is not elected, it's born a leader. So akaphume esitulweni sakhe, uphuma ngokuthi asho. Manje ke nina nikhethiwe la, kune term of office yaphela, you must go again to a conference, we elect other people. I think we must do that. As I conclude, I want to call on all of us, national government, represented by us, the province represented by the Premier, and all our municipalities to always remember that the plight of our military veterans and their families, their prospects of ever enjoying the fruits of our freedom that they helped to bring about, lies on our commitment and our courage to support them. And we commit that we are going to walk this journey with yourself. and we're going to move a bit faster. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Premier. Thank you very much, Deputy President, Chairperson of the Veterans, Military Veterans, for your messages that are full of hope, encouragement to the military veterans to also do more where they are, but also with commitments to say we are going to work much more better. Thank you very much. We are going to get into the second session where we have requested that it is a closed session, and therefore would request the media to please leave the house so that we can be able to continue with the second session. This is my little team. Just excuse us for now. Check one, check two. Our media collective, as you are going out.